Hi there. There's a stretch of Dublin Road just north of Shawnee Hills that's home to a bunch of old ghost stories, and this is one of them. It was early 1894. Two farmers were leaving church service one Sunday evening, and as they were driving home, there appeared in the road a man driving a wagon led by a white horse. When the two parties were about to meet, the farmers pulled off to the side so the wagon driver could go around, but instead he steered his horse directly head-on into their path, creating a traffic jam. These farmers shouted to the guy, "Hey, what gives? Move along!" But they were met with silence and stillness. And as they stared at the man a little closer, they noticed he had a very emaciated, pale face and appeared to be covered in some sort of white sheen. After about a minute, the driver went ahead and yeehawed his wagon and pulled off the road, and much to their disbelief passed directly through a wooden rail fence into the yard of an old cabin, and near the front yard he just sank into the ground. Now that site is currently occupied by a multi-million-dollar mansion with a big swimming pool and gate, and that's why I'm telling the story in a graveyard nearby instead. But the old cabin that used to be there 40 years earlier was occupied by a man named Abram Woodbeck. And Abram had a reputation for being very profane, a hard drinker, godless, probably a lot of fun to hang out with, if truth be told. But he did have one trait that was very unlikable, and that was an extreme contrary nature. He would do the exact opposite of anything anyone asked, and that actually came to his detriment whenever in 1854 a couple people warned him not to go to the city of Delaware because there was a cholera outbreak there that was ravaging the town. And Woodbeck said, "I'm not scared of cholera, I'm not scared of man, woman, devil, or God himself." And he got on his wagon and went to Delaware, and he got cholera, and he came back a corpse. He was buried in the front yard of the cabin, as was customary in those days. And in the years since his death, people did say there was evidence of some ghostly agents at work, but they'd never seen the apparition until 1894, 40 years after his death. Now, why did he take so long to actually appear? I believe it's probably because his coffin was moved. He's currently resting in Oak Grove Cemetery in Delaware. It was shortly after his wife died. They probably dug him up and moved him there because having bodies in the drinking wells was what caused the cholera in the first place. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.